Hi, my name is Arrie van Niekerk, and I want to share with you 15 years experience with implementing theory of constraints, or commonly known as TOC, in the mining industry. The theory of constraints production flow approach is a revolutionary approach to operational excellence. We have experienced production flow increases between 10% and 50% in various mining operations, in most cases with very little capital investments, if at all. The results were achieved within a very short time frame of a few months, with a minimum number of facilitators on site. I want to share my experiences with you in a montage of a typical implementation as a generic story. As you know, every operation is unique, irrespective of whether it's in mining or manufacturing. So, you might wonder, how can I present a montage of a typical implementation if every operation is so unique? The answer is that the core problems that causes poor performance in the mining industry is common to almost all mining operations. The TOC production flow implementation process follows the well-known TOC 5-step process, and because it is logical, it is readily accepted within the mining operations environment. This is the straightforward and the easy part of the implementation. Firstly, we identify the operational constraint, then we decide how to exploit it, and then we subordinate the whole organization to the needs and requirements of the constraint. Then we introduce buffer management to ensure stable and steady flow. The real challenge emerges when the new approach clashes with existing measures, behaviors, and mental models of how we manage production. In order to change these and to instill the new TOC approach, we have to introduce new measurements, we have to abolish many of the old measurements, and we have to stimulate new behaviors. This requires a new approach to leadership, and it requires a major shift in the way we manage the operations on a day-to-day basis. We achieve this by the introduction of a daily war room or flow room, where the commanders of the operations and services get together to talk about the tactics of the next 2 to 3 days. We talk about what needs to be done in order to maintain the flow and how to improve. We need full alignment of all the functions. In order to do this, we need to break through the walls of the typical organizational silos. We stop going into endless cycles of finger pointing. We stop the blame shifting, and then we also stop the firefighting behaviors. We create much better visibility of the system as a whole, and then, through renewed leadership, we generate new behaviors. We energize superflow in a spirit of calmness through the daily alignment of all the people. We need alignment of focus and modification of the behaviors of the people, and this requires exceptional leadership. In my experience, this is the ultimate challenge. Call it the leadership constraint, for lack of a better word. In order to create significant improvement, it requires a reframing of the existing mental models, and this requires new thinking from the management, the key role players, and the facilitators. If you want to learn more about the experiences we had with implementing TOC in mining operations, please visit our website for more information.